Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, hero of defender of the fatherland of it all, 1v1 own Amilly Fields, north it is Angreifen, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here with the 9th Panzer Division with Spearhead, Mobile Defense, and Mechanized. In the south it is the one, the only VonIvan, fighting for the Commonwealth of British Army, here with the 7th Armoured Division, the Desert Rats, with the Royal Engineer Regiment, with the Assault Sappers, Designate Command Vehicle, Vehicle Crew Repairs, Incendiary Mortar Support, and AVREs. Once again, Spearhead, Mobile Defense, and Mechanized. Going to name you for 2 versus double section Assault Sapper start there. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patrons. Reports about them and support the Propagandacast would not be possible. Big thanks to those. Also, big thanks to Fabian for donating and support the Propagandacast with his hard-earned money. Other people can join the heroic example by pledging on Patreon or donating by PayPal themselves. Links are in the description. Or if you're considering pre-ordering Communist fee, you can do so with the link in the comments. Use the code STUG3G as it is written there, and I get a 15% cut of the sale. Otherwise, no comment, like, share, subscribe, talk about the video. So, off to the races here. Both players fairly high tier stuff, and I'm definitely one of the game's more aggressive players. And Angreifen also more aggressive player, but also sometimes an interesting one in terms of, like, he may go for some rather interesting tangents of the metagame. Admittedly, so does VonIvan as well. So, westwards here we got the Assault Sappers moving up. I know the name says something else, but you look at it, it's a fireman submachine gun team with access to smoke grenades and a flamethrower upgrade. Like, people pretty much use them as, like, basically any other assault call-ins. I'm just calling them Assault Sappers. Sections east side there, Vickers falling off of VonIvan. Bartwire here, looking to make the cut-off point a bit harder to hit for the opponent there. There you go. Pioneer here being caught by the section and the Lee Enfield rifles. Bit of skirmish there, more Bartwire here from Angreifen, he's mainly taking losses. Otto there drops dead. Centrewards going to bring up here westwards. We got the MU-42 there, about to perhaps clash with the Assault Sappers. Vickers machine gun team around there for VonIvan. On the west side here, machine gun gewehr catching the Assault Sappers, but there you go. They do quickly turn around the corner, hiding behind the hedges here. And this, of course, puts Angreifen in a bit of a pickle here. How does he reposition the machine gun? In fact, VonIvan here outsmarted here. Angreifen, who apparently was not expecting him to do that. In fact, just wait for him to pack up. And I'm not entirely sure I would expect to advance into that, though. But either way, they allowed the Assault Sappers to get much closer. In this case, though, Angreifen's able to turn this to his benefit by using the MD-42 as bait to draw in VonIvan's Assault Sappers now, and he's starting to shoot them, as for some reason he's still utterly focused on the MD-42 and ends up taking quite significant losses on the Assault Sappers, so... But there we go, now we got the Vickers here, opening up the Grenadiers in return here. Meanwhile, east side continues to fall into the hands of VonIvan and the British Army, the 7th Armoured, and he's hitting the car point here, even digging in sandbags. Angreifen is merciless. Grenadiers there versus the section there. MD-42 turn around with the section, they're getting flanked by another section. If VonIvan had grenades here, this would be a perfect time to pop a Mills bomb there. 3 Grenadiers, MD-42 there for Angreifen, probably some tech after that. Or 4th Grenadier Squad. As for VonIvan, we have tech up there with the medics on the way. Grenadiers falling a bit back here. Machine gun being hauled back to the base. No tech yet there. No commander yet either for Angreifen here. Pawns being seized there by Angreifen's Pioneer. Sandbags being further dug in there or prepared. Machine gun heading westwards here for VonIvan and the British Empire. Tech for Angreifen. Grenadiers heading for the eastern victory point here. And back in VonIvan's base, we got the healing going on there. But no real signs of anything else at this point. We got minesweepers on the Assault Sappers, which does slightly decrease their offensive capabilities. West side here, we got the Vickers, they're going to need to quick suppressing them. With a few well-placed shots there. Sappers there, running into the Grenadiers and the Pioneers here. Going straight for the Grenadiers over their Sten guns. Hoping to finish them off here. Said, getting focused on hard here. He will have to retreat the Sappers here before the Pioneers utterly annihilate them. There we go, MD-42 is the Vickers here, getting flanked by a section return, which is can't easily come. Oh, it's actually able to stop the section there as well here. Pretty spicy situation in the west for VonIvan. I think he makes the correct decision to retreat the machine gun before risk losing and head to Angreifen. But what is VonIvan planning next? I can't quite say. Looks like an armoured car here. Needs to connect his fuel point, though. That's a definite win there for Angreifen. VonIvan still hasn't actually gotten the car point back there, meaning his fuel still isn't connected. Actually has been disconnected for some time. We got a sniper here for VonIvan to bleed out the Germans. As for Angreifen, while we do have tech, we have yet to see the structure build. We haven't seen any Panzergrenadier either. Troop reinforcing healing here. Sniper halfway down there for VonIvan. There you go. Finally getting that car point back here. And adding some medical supplies there for the section. And far up north here, a light mechanized company there for Angreifen and the 9th Panzer Division. Bunker there awaiting the medic upgrade. There we go. Sniper out as well there for VonIvan, equipped with a boys anti-tank rifle. Though I'm fairly certain no British sniper would have been hauling around an anti-tank rifle. Like, the only cases I know where snipers used anti-tank rifle, I believe, were Soviet snipers, and they used them to clear up bunkers specifically. Because they're kind of decent for that purpose. But that is about it from my knowledge. Anyway, Sappers get caught by this MD-42 getting ripped apart. Sniper hauling forwards there. Up north section crewing about here for VonIvan. Armoured car there for Angreifen. Very much an anticipated choice here against the British sniper. And of course also just part of the typical Wehrmacht metagame. It's just quite good for keeping your opponent under control. And can like bleed out an opponent if they don't respond to it swiftly. So well handled 2-2 is actually quite a powerful tool. Back here for VonIvan. Nothing yet. I would not be surprised if the AC Mark III being unleashed to deal with the 2-2, and we got Angreifen with a counter sniper zone to deal with VonIvan snipers. So match here, definitely turning more sniper focus. Sniper can also see that VonIvan is getting more of the map now versus Angreifen. Map is swinging much more in the favour of Great Britain. So we've got the sniper moving forwards there. Around the western point with the assault sappers. Could consider some mines, and we got the AC Mark III on the way there. Armor car trying right in the section there with its autocannon correction machine gun here. Immediately blasting apart their Hammond. Causing the rest of the squad there to just panic. Good lord, they got Hammond! Oh, did we actually like him? No, but it's a great excuse to run away. Armored car is the anti-tank sniper there. Heavy cover there. The armored car can't easily deal with it, but of course what Angreifen is doing here is just using, as a bait here to get its own sniper and counter VonIvan's sniper. That's a pretty cheeky play there by Angreifen. West side here, those sappers caught laying down mines, but the German MD-42 and Pioneers closing in as well here. Did finish the mines, got the fuel pond as well here. Does mean VonIvan's getting more fuel now here versus Angreifen. Section they push back with the armoured car. And the German sniper there quickly retreats as well there. Pushing for that eastern fuel point, got the AC Mark III out here for VonIvan. Based off, I believe, a Matador cargo truck. That's a fun fact. It was a rather heavy armoured car overall. 2-2 there, about to get hunted down by the AC Mark III, and there we go, great shot there. Abandoned. I don't think VonIvan's going to grab turn against Angreifen, there we go. And Angreifen, the more interesting choice, it goes for another 2-2 though. In spite of the AC Mark III, which typically just utterly dominates the 2-2s. That is a peculiar choice there by Angreifen, but at the same time, you could also argue just highlights the value of having a light vehicle here. Particularly on a map like Amilly Fields, like even he's like not expecting to take on the AC, it can still be useful in dealing with the infantry. We actually got VonIvan with the sniper as well, so they both lost, either sniper armor kind of replacing it. So interesting development here, sort of taking more to the early mid game for a bit longer here, rather than either side trying to push faster for the mid game and the medium armor. Sniper there, they're almost done for VonIvan. Pack 45 Angreifen. We also got a command from it is mechanized for the command tank, the 250-1 half-track. Vehicle critical repair, spotting scopes, and the leichte Feldhaubitze-Aktion. Sections here going for the Grenadiers and Eastern fuel point there, as Angreifen once more managed to put the screws here on VonIvan and deny him fuel, and of course get a lot of fuel himself. Mechanized, also commander that for something called mechanized, doesn't feel particularly mechanized. Like there's the half track, but the rest is just like, more like a random assortment of vehicle-related abilities, but nothing that really makes you think, yeah, this is mechanized. But then the Wehrmacht has a lot of these abilities where, like, like, a lot of what the stuff is, like, put together doesn't really reflect, like, the name of the command or its theme it's trying to set up. Which is a bit unfortunate. You see they're roaming about here, murdering into the sappers. There you go. Gets a kill there on Friedrich. Pack forward lands a great shot on the AC Mark III. More assault sappers out here for fun this time, though, with some flamethrowers. For something much more assault-oriented than minesweepers. Got the sappers moving about here still. Angreifen was losing ground. No tech yet for him. Obviously no 250 half-trig either. That'd be pretty neat, though, but very unlikely. Sniper coming forward to the centre here for VonIvan. 3 kills there. Angreifen snipers managed 4 kills. 5 kills. West side, we've got the Vickers holding up here. 2 kills, close to veterancy 2. Machine gun there with 1 kill and veterancy 1. Sniper there, ooh, calling in artillery. Also, that is a hell of a throw. I mean, good lord. Just look at that. Anyways, mines ready, and that's 4 grenades set to 1 mine. That is amazing value there for VonIvan. Machine there, force 3 position as 25 pounder gunfire there. Rains and down death here on Angreifen's positions, though quite frankly empty positions. Section they're pinned down here will have to fall back. Whatever the case, though, that piece of wood is most assuredly dead. And let's see with the assault tabs going for that western fuel point again. Meanwhile, Angreifen coming more to the centre as the armoured car moving eastwards here for VonIvan. No select, I do believe, yep, we got tech there for Angreifen, but none yet for VonIvan. Few near there being bombarded by the AC Mark III, backed up by a section here. Got the sappers moving up the centre there against the M4 to pop a smoke grenade here. He doesn't want to do that, I don't know. But I think a smoke grenade here at this range, yeah, it's too late now. Got suppressed at point blank range by an MD42, unsurprisingly. AC pushback is pack 40 grenades threatened in there with death. Vickers there, though, starting to get some more hits on the MD42. Could pop maybe take aim here to increase the damage output against it, but there you go, grenades around the flank here. Plus, we've got the sniper there adding in some extra pain and damage. West side here, assault types go up to flank in and behind here. Angreifen's left flank, perhaps. Armoured car there by Grenadiers. Got the British sniper there with 4 kills. Still no tech for VonIvan. There we go. Just as I say that, of course, he techs up. Assault types are going for the Grenadiers there. Section from the east towards the centre. Section right there. Tech for VonIvan, of course, still going up there steadily. Armoured car need the repairs there, but I imagine VonIvan can get the sappers on it. Second going for the knees, we've got the 2-2 punching into them. Sniper there with 9 kills, veteran 1. Support move up there for Angreifen. I'll have to see what it goes for. Flak Panzer Command, Tank Panther 4, or of course the Sturmgeschütz. And the AC was the AC. Worth noting here, VonIvan is pushing his luck a bit with it. Keeping in the fight here. Not repairing it for now. Does tend to be a bit of a interesting note then for VonIvan gameplay. He's also one of the types to more times push his luck with his units. And of course, when it works, it works. Of course, when it doesn't work, he tends to suffer a wipe. This is obviously part of why VonIvan has his reputation for not being great with unit preservation, but it kind of comes with a kind of territory there again. He typically tends to squeeze his units for a bit more compared to the other player, where they tend to be, shall we say, a lot more safe. VonIvan is willing to, shall we say, stretch the tolerances in comparison. So that's, I think, one of those more unique features of VonIvan's gameplay here that sort of makes him stand out compared to the average player. He's willing to take risks most other players wouldn't. In that sense. Machine gun there caught off guard. The armoured car pushing up. He getting some good hits on the MD42 here. Again, this is what would be great if VonIvan had some grenades, honestly. Seeing my pigeon around team. Need to retreat. That second board gets wiped here. Mines here from VonIvan. Thumbs up. East side here, bit of skirms. We've got the gunners being pursued here with the assault sabers of the flamethrowers, and of course their Sten guns. Fun fact, the Sten gun was also popular with German troops. Part because it used German ammunition, and because there are times they could probably get it more reliably than get MP40s. So there were cases, for example, entire like Fallschirmjäger units being equipped with British Sten guns, as a fun fact. Command tank there for Angreifen, a bull pit there, but definitely not bad. A command tank in the right hand is a powerful tool. Good versus infantry, decent versus lighter vehicles, but also just helps your other stuff stay alive and has a variety of abilities that makes it quite handy. And VonIvan just keeps laying down mines. He's really looking to, I think, sort of take out like any potential momentum on assault here from Angreifen. So thumbs up to that. Angreifen with the second pack 40. Cancels the command tank though. Huh. What's the reason for that? I don't think there's anything wrong going for the command tank. Meanwhile, VonIvan's going straight for hammer tactics. Guessing he's planning to go straight for the comet. Pack 40 there. Almost down there for Angreifen. Of course, worth keeping in mind, this is a larger map, so obviously if you're really concerned about enemy armor, you will typically need more into tank guns because it's going to be a lot harder to lock down any armored assault on Amilly Fields. It's not, you know, like some of the other maps, just a series of choke points put together into a trench coat and then called a map. It's actually a map that's sort of towards maneuvering here, and so again, makes it just a bit hard to just go for the typical pack stall you see in the other maps here. Armored car then knocked out though. Great kill there for Angreifen. VonIvan, they're definitely overkilling it a bit here. He does get the 2-2, and obviously has taken out, ultimately taking out 2 2-2s with the AC, but still, in the greater scheme of things, not the best trade over there for VonIvan in the current moment there. Still, he's got good map control here, it's obviously not terrible. Looks like Angreifen's going to go for a regular Panterfall here rather than the Befehlspanzerkampfwagen. Assault subship reaching through westwards. I mean, still, VonIvan's got like just solid map control. Again, part of this is just, again, this sort of squeezing of his elements a bit further than most other players would, because again, he's more willing to look for gaps in the opponent's defenses. This also means if Angreifen at any point lets up, VonIvan is just quickly squeezing in there and just trying to grab points there. And that's, I would say, is kind of one of the advantages of the kind of playstyle VonIvan has. It can help you exert more map control. Again, you're going to risk more wipes here and there, but in the greater scheme of things, if you play smartly, you can also that way get more pressure and map control in it. But it's definitely not one I'd recommend to like the average player. It's definitely one that requires a bit more understanding here. Going into the section here. There you go, Panterfall there for Angreifen and the German army. Section of Zucchini squads light machines in the east. Yeah, VonIvan's probably going to go for that comet here, and that's going to be a big problem there for Angreifen. You could consider like maybe more infantry here though on both sides. I mean, for now, maybe the assault officer could be a good addition here. Certainly would fit his more aggressive playstyle. Plus, we're giving access to grenades. At least on the officer himself.
We're losing a capture point.
So, 25-pounder guns, though, of course, unleashing a hell of a barrage there against German positions, or at least suspected German positions. Oi, that grass there, it looks a bit too German. Bombard it! Yes, sir. Back at base, nothing happening. Got the machine gun here as the section there. Heavy cover versus no cover. Should be a win there for VonIvan's section, short of a miracle. VonIvan's playing his sniper a lot more carefully now. He's just using it to call in artillery, but also imagine he's waiting for Angreifen to commit the sniper and get the wipe here with it. Mine they're dealt with. Angreifen clearly aware of the position of VonIvan's mines and is taking things a lot more carefully. Section there was aiming forward. We do get instant opportunity, which kind of helps out. And there you go again, more artillery. He's really just lobbing it all over the place here. I mean, thumbs up. I mean, it's actually rare to see a British player use these abilities so much here. Almost got the aiming forward 2 here. Could potentially wipe it. Sniper there. Almost busted here by ungunned grenadiers. Machine gun narrowly escapes with the 25-pounder gun barrages. And of course, this could then explain why he isn't going for like grenades, he's chucking artillery. And VonIvan here commits to the Churchill Aviary. Clearly a very high explosive approach here. VonIvan is taking all the artillery, but also the Churchill Aviary, which is one is known as Hobart's Funnies, as those are specialised vehicles for the invasion of Normandy. In this case, they're equipped with a very, very massive gun. So VonIvan is definitely looking to land some wipes there on Angreifen. Probably recommended the Comet first here, but the Aviary certainly in the right hands can get some really big booms in there and delivers some heavy loss. We've also got some S-mounts there slowing down VonIvan's approaching the east. So how will Angreifen respond to the arrival of the AVRE? Because that one makes it a bit tough here for Angreifen just rely on double packs, since, you know, if he bunches them up, the AVRE can basically just blow up both of them up, at which point Angreifen's going to be short one set of packs very rapidly. Machine gun, then we send to the machine gun here. Caught a flamethrower as well here. Taking a lot of damage. In this case, the light cover makes it a bit harder to hit, thus probably saving them from being utterly wiped out there by VonIvan. Yeah, quick retreat there to seize the AVRE. Others being hauled out of there. But Angreifen is clearly very cautious about that AVRE, since again, it can absolutely murder his men. But I'm launching a large scale assault to the west here with 3 full sections. Lone Grenadier Squad, they absolutely cannot withstand that much force. And Angreifen there doesn't quite pull for hard retreat there, but I think he's just trying to split up VonIvan a bit here in the west. So about that. Eastern front being seized by Angreifen, and the German army AVRE falling a bit back here. It is yet to fire a single shot at the same time its presence is being felt in the field here, as Angreifen again, alongside all the mines, has to be much more cautious in how he approaches VonIvan. Ooh, yeah, that was not great for the sappers. Not great at all. As for Angreifen, we got tier 4 here. Might be a Panther then from Angreifen. The Panzerkampfwagen 5 ausfüllen out. Section gun the DC, and we got the AC Mark III for VonIvan. That's an interesting pick here. Gamma bomb there. Guess he's going to use it to use the target treads ability to that way try and immobilize enemy tanks and then hit them with the AVRE perhaps. Hard to say here though what exactly the game plan is for VonIvan. Shoots almost wipes the one of Angreifen Grenadier Squad here. Vickers versus the MG42. No use of take aim, which is otherwise a pretty solid ability there, but that is that. Of course, steadily reloading there. Enforcing AC armored car, they're almost done here for VonIvan. I see a grenade caught, or some artillery caught in the machine gun there. Or perhaps not. Panther moving westwards. 6 pounder gun caught here by Angreifen Grenadiers. Pioneer spotting up more mines and swinging the way there. Good work by Angreifen. AC ready. Yeah, VonIvan 7 times loses a lot more ground now. I mean, his reliance on the AVRE, while certainly giving him some strength, also means once it shoots and has to reload, I mean, Angreifen is just more than anything encouraged to push ahead. There's obviously not going to be, you know, an actual issue up for some men. But there you go. That was an incendiary mortar round there. Almost takes out the entire machine crew there. Gonna need some spot with the AVRE as well here. I'll try and get a wipe here with the sniper on the Grenadiers perhaps. Can he get the shot? Nope, misses. Lucky for Angreifen, got the Panther flanking up. They're trying to take out the sniper here. VonIvan very wisely pulls back the sniper here. Panther is the AVRE. 6 kills, section moving up here. Panther gets good in the Churchill AVRE there for the frontal armor. Pack's being pursued here, slightly falling back. Reinforcing healing here. 6 pounder gun being held 40 by VonIvan. Got the sniper there moving in. 11 kills, close to T2. Right into the sections who do a bit of damage there. 6 kills in the AVRE. Starting to get somewhere with it. More sappers out here for VonIvan. They did lose the previous flamethrower version team there to Angreifen. Heavy Panzer going up there for Angreifen and the German army. The 9th Panzer Division. Gonna need some food tank through the section here. We'll have to treat those soon. So we called in there. Unleashing the power of the 25 pounder guns upon Angreifen. Angreifen, meanwhile, I imagine is just slowly waiting here, buying time for the Panther to arrive. And I meanwhile is just slowly pressuring ahead here against Angreifen. Exploiting in any, like, you know, slack here that Angreifen is giving him. If it senses like Angreifen is playing passively, VonIvan just quick, as you can see, they just pushes ahead here and doesn't miss a beat. West side, we've got the section of the Pioneers here. Quickly getting killed there on the Pioneers. Almost got the Pioneers there in the east side sector. Push back here as Angreifen launches a hell of an assault here with the MG42 team and 3 full Grenadier squads of light machine guns. ADR getting hammered in the packs. A few shots they're going through, others bouncing. Angreifen can now call in the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5 Ausführung A. Sabres going to use in the east, about to get wiped out there though. Good shot on the Panther 4 there. But obviously not enough to finish it off. There we go, Panther for Angreifen. Slowly creeping ahead here, using the sniper as a spotter. Another shot there. Certainly with some fairly efficient use of the sniper. For now, he's like not directly killing. He's still, you know, using it for a lot of other purposes here versus Unmitigated. And he's flanking up against the armored car. Big flank here. Phenomenal machine not ready. But there you go. Idiot ready. Is ready. And there we go. Wipes one Angreifen's going to the escorts there. Obliterating it from the face of this very earth. What a kill there on Angreifen. Panther fast in the AC Mark III. Panthers were rushing ahead here. Packs moving in as well. That Panther almost done there for Angreifen, and the German army. The Panzerkampfwagen 5 has arrived. Model A. You can tell that in part from a variety of factors here. Partly it's the whole machine gun there. But also the fact it has... There's still the driver's slit there on the front. Tells you, for example, that is a Model A. Since Model Ds would not have that part that was removed. And Model A or Ds would have had a slightly different version of the whole machine gun. Plus you got the commander's cupola there as well. Anyway, 6 Panther cleared out. The aviator misses the Panther 4. Bad shot there for VonIvan. Great the Angreifen. Now means again his Panther and Panther really doesn't have a lot to worry about here from VonIvan for at least, you know, half a minute, which is a lot of time for tanks like, you know, shoot at the Church Livery. Plus, loss of the anti-tank means VonIvan really has no way of stopping it Angreifen's Panzerwaffe, so this is a really bad spot to be in for VonIvan. I mean, he does have the AEC Mark III, but against a Panther and a Panther 4, it's a bit outnumbered and a bit outgunned. So, anyways, that was a bit of fun. It's how to, like, tell certain Panther versions apart there. But those are only the facts you want to look at, like the whole machine gun there, if there's a driver's slot there, and the cupola there as the Model D also had a more simpler version of it. East side, you've got the section with the Grenadiers being pushed back steadily. I'm guessing VonIvan's next plan could be a con here versus Angreifen, stamming forwards again. Panther diving ahead here for Deutschland. Going for that Church Livery. Could try and go maybe for target tread here, though that might be too risky. West side here we got the MG40, or Vickers here was the gunner for the MG42. There we go, ace level achieved. Do get a rifle grenade off here. Jacked kills most of the crew, but crucially not the gunner. Livery, they're still being repaired here for VonIvan. Sabres are sent packing as well here. Gunners for the section there. Panther moving to assist here. Shoots and misses ever so dramatically. Gunners click right up by the section here. Really close call. Almost got the wipe. But no. Fortune smiles a bit there on Angreifen versus VonIvan. Just a bit. Machine gun here continues to be an excellent tool here for Angreifen. Ace level 12 kills, flanked, but they're going to use the anti-tank crew's about to get wiped out. And losing that one again is going to be a bit of a problem for VonIvan. And he's like planning the Comet at the moment. The problem is he's just bleeding so much here at the moment. It's going to be difficult for VonIvan to go for the Comet. This is also kind of why I probably wanted the Comet up before the AVRE, because the Comet can exert more consistent pressure, thus helping to spare infantry, whereas the AVRE, again, while powerful, isn't quite able to exert more consistent pressure. So again, like there's more like chances like just VonIvan bleeds out and so can't follow up with a Comet, whereas compared to he would be much more likely to be able to follow up with the AVRE on the Comet. So, some small operational details there. Panther close to veterans 1. Got totally called in here by VonIvan. Not really calling in any smoke though. That could arguably be a bit of an oversight there for VonIvan. Definitely think at times should have considered calling some smoke here to help negate the sniper, but also the pack guns here. I think that would actually be much more effective for VonIvan than just wasting artillery, munitions on artillery strikes that just, Angreifen just waltzes away from. Whereas again with the smoke, there's going to be a bit more long-term impact in the sense of engagement there. So I think that's something there maybe to consider for VonIvan in future engagements, like, maybe call in more smoke. Good shot there, though, on the Panther by the Avery, doing heavy damage, but lacks anything to really finish it off with here. So while it certainly is heavily damaged, it's not, dead. Still, Avery there's now veterans 1. In fact, close to veterans 2. Mission on the western victory point. We got 171 to 260. Pushing ahead here, we got emergency war speed. Pack there getting absolutely pummeled here. Pummeling the AC there. Snub wiped as well there. Really turning sour here for VonIvan. Now the losses are suddenly becoming rapidly expanding here. It does appear like VonIvan is starting to much more dramatically lose control of the battlefield here, as Angreifen now is, shall we say, locking in the fight much more now versus VonIvan. His Panther also achieved veteran 2 shots added. Section rather big on in the east.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
And we got a Cromwell now here for VonIvan. Cancels it. Guess he wanted that comment after all. But again, whatever the case goes for, it may just be at this point a little too late here for VonIvan. Panther there being fixed up. Even used the vehicle critical repair ability to speed up the repairs on that one. Machine gun there being snapped out here.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
5 kills on the Vickers there, pushed back.
A capture point is being overrun.
Cromwell again for VonIvan. Guess he just figured, in the end he can't go for the comment. The problem is right now that again the manpower bleeding for VonIvan is just too intense. And like the comment in that regard is just too expensive for him right now. Particularly in the situation he's in, he can't afford to wait for a cornet. So he's going for the Cromwell tank instead here. Panther pulling forwards here for Deutschland. Straight into the sniper fire here. Says he's in the west. Got the Cromwell almost on here for VonIvan. But victory points wise, things are really turning sour here for the British Empire. Got the Avery rolling ahead here, trundling forwards. Ooh, and misses the Panther 4 there. Really not a great spot to be in for VonIvan here. Panther and Panther going forward, of course. Particularly now where VonIvan has no real way of defending it. I mean, there's the Cromwell, but against the actually 2 Panther 4 and a Panther, backed up the 2-pack 40s. The Cromwell's chances here are very limited. In fact, this has also got almost wiped out immediately. So VonIvan's situation is just really turning sideways here and pear-shaped in the face of Angreifen and the German army. He could easily, I think, just go for more armor, and I wanted to just go for another Panther.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Did it send it to here? At this point, it very much would appear to be GG here shortly. Brilliant maneuver, perhaps a breakthrough attempt in the east here. Hoping to maybe circle around Angreifen and hit him from an angle he doesn't expect, perhaps. But even then, the question is, are VonIvan's plus force in a position to actually achieve that? We've got a second Panther here for Angreifen, though. At this point, perhaps even redundant, but certainly wouldn't hurt him either. So yeah, VonIvan is still in the fight, but the question is for how much longer? How much can he else expect to do here? I mean, he can't go for another Cromwell here, and again, bring in more tanks just in terms of pure numbers. Panther moving forwards here for Angreifen. Because the Panther, that is obviously a very one-sided engagement. And not in the favour of the Vickers. Bring up the Avery, going to take a direct shot at the Panther. Light bit of damage there, but not enough. And the Panther in fact gains veteran in the process, adding the Schutzen. And we got the second Panther ready for Angreifen and the German army. Meanwhile, got the Cromwell away there for VonIvan. But yeah. Bit of a more, shall we say, low-key ending to this match, ball appearances. It's just VonIvan really just lacks the force to really push ahead here. I mean, again, his best attempt would probably just be breaking into the east, but he seems much more keen on trying to, like, engage Angreifen head-on rather than trying to outmaneuver him now. Which I think is definitely the wrong approach.
HQ is under attack.
So, bit of quiet here by the end. As VonIvan is probably just trying to somehow find a gap here in Angreifen's lines. And Angreifen, of course, is not exactly presenting a lot of them, except, again, in theory, the east side. But the question is, could VonIvan pick up enough speed to, like, launch anything there that can actually catch Angreifen off guard? And I don't think he can. Like, he should have done this early when he actually had more of the map. Maybe could, like, made a breakthrough attempt there. Still, he goes for it here, going straight for the Panther on the west here. With the Cromwells, but again, already here, things are going off poorly here for him. Panther there. Focusing down the Cromwell pack, supporting as well here. One Cromwell down here. VonIvan, though, doesn't slow down. It's all or nothing. Do or die. Tea or biscuits. Second Cromwell about to go up here in flames. There you go. Kaput. Englischer Panzerkampfwagen kaput. Gonna be wiped here. Almost got the Panther. But by now, the aviary is on its own. Most of his infantry is dying or dead. And his aviary is pretty much also toasty as well. We do get a gamma bomb here on the Panther 4, but it's not enough here to stop Angreifen. The machine guns are ripping through here for VonIvan's infantry. The aviary is down to its level of health here. Trying to get away here from Angreifen and the German army. But there you go. Pop goes the weasel from that. VonIvan is very much dead in the water. Now it's just got sappers and the medics. And a surprise incident in the medics as well. So there you go, GG, game over. A victory for Angreifen, a loss for VonIvan. A fierce fight here again. Bit of a slower end there, but I think it was an excellent match here. They certainly highlighted some important elements. And then, though, again, I think the aviary, the way he went about it, I think was a bit of a mistake. I think he should have gone for something else first, then gone for the aviary. I think that given VonIvan, I think, a much better, well, serious engagements that allow him to then go for the aviary much easily. And that way, you know, be able to turn the game around against Angreifen. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell friends, tell your family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.